Hi Virgo, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your March general reading. So, underneath the deck, we have this energy of feeling like maybe you're a little bit ungrounded, maybe you feel like you're trying to hold on to something, maybe you feel like things are changing, you don't want them to change. There's this sense of trying to establish a position. There's a sense of trying not to let something go. For some of you, I feel like it could be a release, or you could be feeling like you're releasing responsibility, you're releasing finances. It could be that there's a need to share finances. There's a need to, it feels like you're holding on for dear life to a situation, to a thing, to an energy, and it feels like in a way the release needs to happen and you need to kind of just let it go. It could be about financial worries, it could be about feeling a little bit unstable with regards to finances, because it is a pentacle, so it is an earth energy too. But it's feeling like you're ungrounded by a situation, feeling like you just have to let things go in a way, feeling like you have to open your heart or let down your boundaries in a situation, feeling like you just need to maybe take some time before you make that decision, because it's about gaining stability. So maybe the stability is in allowing yourself to be a little bit open in the situation, allowing your heart to be unprotected, allowing letting finances go, letting energy go, just allowing something to dissipate perhaps. We also have the King of Swords coming into the reading. Now that's next to Morgana, yeah? So Morgana talks about a woman that's had to kind of fight for her independence. She's had to fight for her freedom. She's a woman that can support herself, yeah? Or it's an energy of somebody who's had to fight for their freedom. We do have the King of Swords next to that. Now the King of Swords could be about fighting for truth, fighting for justice in a situation. It's also about being your authentic self. There's no emotions within this. This is somebody who's kind of trying to just stand up in their own power. This is somebody, lawyer, doctor, contracts, that kind of thing. But it's like we have a fight here, because we have Morgana, which is 12, and she's trying to create stability, yeah? And she's kind of doing it in a very not harsh, but a very controlled way, a very logical way. It's like she's trying to come at a situation very logically, but she's definitely fighting for her independence here, we have with the cat. But she's using her wisdom with the cat as well in order to fight for this independence, in order to fight for this freedom in a sense. It could be that you're feeling like you're controlled by a system, or you're controlled by laws, regulations, or you could be trying to control somebody else using laws or regulations, yeah? We also, next to that, I said we had like this battle going on, because literally, mirror image, we have the Queen of Wands. Now she's somebody who's fighting for her freedom in a different way. She's somebody who's fighting for her passions, yeah? We also have the King, yeah, or Marduk the Heartless. Now he's heartless when it comes to finances, when it comes to money, when it comes to pentacles, yeah. There's no emotion. He's like the tyrant. He's the the Terminator, I think they called him in the book, the Terminator, the conqueror, yeah? He is the conqueror. So this is somebody else that's also wanting their freedom. Look, they also have their cat here. So we have very similar energies, yeah? This is also somebody who doesn't use their emotions. So we have two energies of people not using their emotions. We have somebody coming at it from a wealth perspective, yeah? And then we have somebody coming at it from the law perspective and their truth perspective. So it's like, it's almost like somebody's trying to hold on to finances, trying to hold on to something, and somebody else is coming with a truth that maybe doesn't fit into the laws. Maybe it's about their truth, their authenticity, because we also have these two women here. Now they're very similar, they both have cats, they're both fighting for their freedom. This lady is more nurturing, more passionate perhaps. This lady doesn't come from a place of emotion. So we're having this kind of mirror image battle, and it's almost like a battle that can't be won, because in the center of the reading we have the 5 of clubs, which is called the wind cape. Now this means that energy is being dispersed. We also have that it's like it's being dispersed, it's not being used properly, it's being scattered, yeah? We also have that with this balancing act that's trying to go on. It's like there's two energies trying to get balanced. Somebody needs to maybe see more of the funny side in the situation, perhaps. Somebody's coming at it a little bit too seriously. It's like they're focused on the past or they're focused on the future, and there's this need to kind of balance themselves. They could also have some kind of motive as well, because we do have the ships coming in there. So with this scattered energy, I feel like they may show you one side, but I feel like there's something else that's not being told, perhaps, yeah? It's also about them trying to balance between home life, work life, them trying to balance between fun or between like duty. It's that kind of energy. It could also be somebody balancing two jobs, two people, two energies, trying to get two very different energies to come together as well. Because we also have the 3 of hearts. Now this talks about 3 people being very terrible for in a kind of relationship situation. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's 3 people in a love relationship. It could be just 3 people, 3 energies that are having to try and be balanced. Or it could be that 2 energies are the main energy, but we have this 3rd ship here steering it from behind. So we also have, with that 3, we have this 3 that talks about 3 energies too. This talks about making plans for the future. It talks about trying to move forward. This talks about a decision that needs to be made, because once the decision's made with the 2, then now it's a time to move forward with the 3. So it's talking about trying to get these 3 energies moving together, perhaps, yeah? But as you can see, we have 2 energies on one side and 1 on the other, perhaps. So maybe it's that it's like a 2-1 situation, or maybe it feels like you want very different things out of a situation. So it's like your energies are kind of scattered, because we do have the wind cape as well. Yeah. Then we have the 9 of swords in reverse, with this 10 of diamonds. So the 10 of diamonds is a fire energy, and it is talking in this deck, and it's talking about, it's like this fire that just keeps being fed. This fire, it could be in terms of an argument, it could be in terms of passion, but there's some kind of regret, there's some kind of sadness that needs to be released in relation to that, yeah? It's just this, it's like somebody just keeps feeding the fire in a situation, perhaps, and it's causing a lot of regret, a lot of sadness, a lot of sorrow, going through all the things that have been said to them as well. These are mental things that somebody's carrying around, but it's fueled by this fire energy. So it's like the passions are making the mental go a bit haywire, so to speak, because all of these thoughts are messing with somebody's head, either your head or the other person's head, or the situation. Yeah, it's like you have this passion on the external, but internally, it's like this need to heal, this need to release those thoughts. We also have the Hermit card. He is an energy of going inside yourself. It's an energy of solitude, self-reflection, journaling, and need to look at past actions as well. We also have, with that, we have the 12 of diamonds. Now this is talking about this somebody that has created a lot of wealth and a lot of opulence, yeah, but it's like they're not just measured, their wealth isn't measured in their possessions, yeah, it's measured in value. We also have issues around value here, and as well we also have 43, man holding a coin. Now this can talk about issues surrounding value, money, or work. It can also say that feeling like somebody, if for a man, it can say that he's feeling like he needs to have more finances, more value. He's trying to hold on to this finance, this value, this maybe a better position. There could have been some kind of failed exam as well, yeah, with the 4 of Pentacles. There could have been a failed test as well, and it's like that failure has made you hold on even more, or made somebody hold on even more. It can talk about meeting somebody at work that has quite a lot of finances, or they see value in your work, and that could lead to love as well. It could also talk about getting advice from somebody, from a man, to do with your finances, or man or a woman, to do with your finances, because we're reading for men or women, so it can go either way really. So it's about getting advice, but it's also about seeking, it's also about looking at your intuition, but it's next to the Angel of Love card, yeah. So I feel like this is telling you that you need to kind of look into your heart in terms of something to do with finances, or something to do with control. There's a need to kind of open your heart chakra a little bit. There's a need to maybe do some heart chakra work. There's a need to send love and healing there. It could be that you need to send love out to another person, because you do have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic gesture. It could be in terms of a relationship with a family member, a work colleague. You'll know what relationship it's implying through the rest of the reading. Yeah, but it's saying for you to go ahead and reach out, and that kind of fits with opening your heart, and also with this release of your boundaries, yeah. Maybe you need to take advice on an issue here as well, and that can help you kind of release maybe some control, because I feel like this fight, whatever it is, it's not gonna be won. Yeah, it's like we have masculine and feminine. Sorry, I've gotten the wrong way. It's like we have masculine and feminine energies on both sides of this fight. So I feel like it's something that's you're not gonna win. Yeah. I feel like both parties are kind of standing in their truth in terms of a situation, yeah? Somebody wants their freedom and somebody wants truth and justice in a situation. Somebody wants to be able to stand in their own financial power or control, and somebody else wants to kind of dominate that control or that finance. So we have this kind of battle, and the aim for you guys is to kind of get this energy going, this 3 of Wands, where you're moving forward together. And this is about travel, and it's about the energy of moving together, helping you all to kind of move forward in a sense. Or it could be that 2 energies go one way and the one energy goes the other way very easily. But there is that reflection, yeah. And I feel like a lot of it, this reading, is to do with finances. It's to do with things, practical things, or control of things, or control of a situation. But we also have this need to kind of be vulnerable as well. And I think that comes after the self-searching. That's an energy of Virgo as well. So this is your card. And it's about you kind of going inside yourself for that wisdom. Or going to somebody else for that wisdom in order to kind of correlate what you've come into your understanding with. So we also have reach out. That's more of that vulnerable side. So it's talking about, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical help of accepting help where offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that is truly okay